It's 7:30 and we do have a quorum. Travis, you're staying up meeting on.
I, the undersigned clerk of the Board of Education of Waynoka School District I-3 of Woods County, Oklahoma, do hereby certify that prior to December the 15th of the last calendar year, the date, time, and place of this regular meeting was filed in the office of the clerk of Woods County, Oklahoma. If any change has been made of the date, time, or place of this regularly scheduled meeting, proper notice in writing has been given to the county clerk as required by law, not less than 10 days prior to the implementation of said change. I also certify that at least 24 hours prior to the meeting, excluding Saturdays, Sundays, and holidays, that the date, time, place, and agenda of this meeting was posted in prominent public view of the location of this meeting. With my hand seal in School District 6th day of November 2017.
Olson.
Here.
Young.
Here.
Ferguson. George.
Here.
All the following items will be approved by one vote unless any board member desires to have a separate vote on any or all of these items. The consent agenda consists of the discussion, consideration, and approval of the following items, A through H. Anybody have anyone they want to pull out? You have any comments you'd like to make, Mr. Klein?
I do not, unless anybody has questions.
Make a motion to approve items A through H.
Okay, do we have a second?
Second.
How you vote, Clint?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Other reports, Superintendent.
Okay, looking at the financials this month, our expenditures are up just a little bit, but we expected that with the lights that we put in the gym coming on this bill. Our revenue is down. Woods County is down about 20% on collective gross production. The last 3 months we've under collected on gross production from last year about $11,000. We'll make that up in our ad valorem, how we grew in ad valorem, so that's not too concerning, but you don't want to see it continue to keep under collecting. Child nutrition, again, that's doing about what we expected. Our expenditures are up, but so is our revenue on that side just a little bit. But we knew our expenditures were going to be up with this new program. And then building fund, our revenue's down just a little bit, but that revenue doesn't really start coming in just yet until we start collecting ad valorem. And our expenditures have stayed about the same. Now, as far as we've got a community meeting on November 14th, set for 6 o'clock. I'm hoping to have some renderings drawn up from our architects by this Friday, so I'll try to get that out to you guys to look. So far, other than that, I'll turn it over to Mr. Merriweather.
5th and 6th grade basketball started last week, 7th and 8th started this week. Football ended with a win at Valco. School's going pretty good. Had a good turnout for our reading incentive trip. Trampoline park. So things are rolling pretty good. I will say that Matthew Thomas is here. He's one of our student teachers. I'm sure this is something he has to do for class, so that's why he's here tonight.
Would you like to say anything? Okay, thank you, Mr. Merriweather. Presentation of the annual dropout and college remediation report for 2016-17.
Okay, we had one dropout last year, had a kid move in and then left and never enrolled anywhere else. So we had one. It wasn't a student that's been here, but just came in as a senior. Our remediation report, I don't know if you guys have this ACT thing or not. Probably not, but I'll kind of go through it here. And this is not accurate. I've called ACT because they're saying we had 20 kids that graduated last year, which we did not. And this stuff is pretty important to me when you're trying to improve your school. Well, it has your average of those kids, and I've got 4 kids in there that shouldn't be in there, but are because, let's say that we have these kids taking ACT as a sophomore. Okay, they leave, they never take it again, they graduate wherever, and that ACT shows on our report. because they never took it again. So chances of a sophomore doing well isn't always very great, okay? But the ones that did graduate, because I've gone back and looked at all their information, our school that has us at 17.2 in English, that would have been our average ACT score, okay? The state average is 18.5. Our accurate score of our 16 graduates that did graduate from here was 19.3, so we led the state. In math, they have the 4 kids put on there at 18.4. The state average is 18.8. The kids that graduated from here, 19.4. So once again, they led that. Reading, with the 4 kids on there, we had 20.4 was our average. The state average was 20.1. With the seniors that did graduate from here, 22.4. Science, with the 4 on there, was 20.1. The state average was 19.6. With the kids that, the 16 that graduated, 21.8. And our average ACT score of our 16 kids was 20.3, and the state was 19.4. So basically, we are above state average in all this. Okay? The other part you look at, it shows kids that either they're going to, the chances of them making an A, B, or C at college readiness. And of course, this report's wrong, so I've gone back and looked at it. It has us at 40%, which is not correct, because that counts 20 kids. 16 kids in college English, 56% of those will score a C or better. The state average is 52. College algebra, they have us at 20, we're at 25%, state average is 26. Social science, we're at 55%, state average 39%, but of our seniors that should be on here is we're at 59%, so we're way above state average at 39%. College biology, we're at 50% with our seniors. The average for the state is 26%. So our kids that stay here and go through our program and things that we're trying to improve for ACT do very well. And we've even bumped that up even more, because we've looked at some scores already for ACT of our juniors right now, and in English and in math, they've already jumped those up just in our practices and stuff that we do in class with these kids 2 to 3 days a week. So those things are improving for us. Once again, the EOIs are out, and your high school is going to be based on ACT before this is all said. Well, it's going to be that way. So we've kind of started preparing even last year, more so this year, and we're doing a few more things that we're going to try to add in to even improve that a little bit more. ACT test taking, there's a lot of skill to it. It's a lot of timing that our kids have to go through to complete it, and that's why you practice it. I know when I went through high school, you went and took it one Saturday because you're supposed to. Well, there's a lot of strategies that I missed out on that you didn't know, that you just went and took it. Our kids know exactly what the test is. They get to take it here because we offer it here, and ACT lets us do that. And we've done that for 4 or 5 years. So we've done some things that are really improving our scores, and we're pretty happy with our kids right now.
We're also bringing an outside consultant sometime.
Yeah.
Do our kids take it every year as a sophomore, junior, and senior?
Not all of them, but right now, that's something else that's misleading in this report, is every junior last year had to take the ACT. Okay, that's not in this report. This does not include all the kids that have taken ACT. So what you're going to see next year, I will assure you, of these scores and state averages being way lower than they are right now. Miss Baker and I and have worked on this for 4 or 5 years and had all of our kids have always taken it. So, yes, we may be below, we're not right now, and we shouldn't be. But we may have been below the state average in the past, but what's getting ready to happen is that state average is getting ready to plummet. Because I know how many kids at surrounding school have taken the test, because you can see that, and that's not even a fourth of their kids. So, like I've said in the past and many times at this meeting, if I could pick and choose my kids, I could have the highest ACT scores in the state of Oklahoma. If I could pick and choose the 5 or 6 kids that I want included on this. So, we brought up all scores dramatically. And still making improvement.
Discussion and possible action to approve the contract to employ Jody Hall, General Contractors LLC.
Okay, we've got Jody Hall's contract. Again, this is a very similar contract than what you guys just went through this past summer right before I got on board. They work as our construction managers and all. They're very good to have by our side. I mean, they do a lot of schools. Everybody I talk to, they're top notch. They help keep us on budget, and they know this area and how much things cost, so that helps in creating budgets. And again, we don't pay them unless our bond passes. So that is one plus as well.
So if we approve them for our contractors and the bond wouldn't pass, we don't owe them anything.
We don't owe them a dime.
Do we have a motion to employ Jody Hall as general contractor?
I'll make that motion.
Do we have a second?
Second.
How do you vote, Garrett?
Yes.
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 Discussion and possible action to approve the contract to employ BWA Architects pending bond approval.
Same situation, BWA is who we used for this out here in the cafeteria gym. I thought they did a good job working with their architects. One thing that I like about these architects is sometimes when you start messing with their designs, they kind of get frustrated, but they had no problem adjusting and changing and making it fit our needs as we saw fit. So to me, that's a very good thing to have for us.
Okay, do we have a motion to approve BWA Architects?
I'll make a motion to approve BWA Architects.
Okay, motion by Garrett, do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Travis. How do you vote, Travis?
Yes.
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 Vote to approve or not approve changes in the meal prices with the addition of breakfast.
Okay, we're going to look at adding breakfast in January. So we're setting the prices in this meeting. The student breakfast price, we're looking at setting it pre-K through 6 is $1.65, 7 through 12 is $1.75. Employee breakfast is $2.10, and guest breakfast prices is $3. And we're looking at raising guest lunch prices to $4. One thing to keep in mind for a lunch price, we pay $3.30 a meal. So when you're looking through here, our lunch prices, obviously pre-K through 6 pay $1.25, so they're getting a good deal. For breakfast, it's 2 breakfasts equal one meal price. So 2 breakfasts equal $3.30, which means $1.65 a meal. So I don't want to start a program that we will lose money on. That's why I set these prices where they're at, so that we're not, we're going to break even on our breakfast. We're not going to lose anything there. So.
Okay, this menu here you had for the November breakfast, is this just a sample?
That is what they sent out for November. Obviously, we don't have it, but that is their actual November breakfast. So you kind of see some of the food that they are offering for breakfast. That way you get an idea of what they'll be paying $1.65, $1.75 for. And again, if they're free, they're still free. If they're reduced, they're at 30 cents.
How many do we have on free and reduced?
We're at 30, just 35%, I believe. 35, 38%, right around there.
Do we have a motion to approve the changes in meal prices with the addition of breakfast?
I'll make a motion to approve the changes in the meal prices and add breakfast.
Motion by Clint, do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Garrett. I'll vote yes.
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 Discussion and possible action to add or modify the following policies. Every one of them had them in your packet. I assume you read them by now. So I will entertain a motion to approve policy CHCR, DABB, DNA, DOCCA, EFBCC, EIA, EIA-R4, FOB, and GK. Have a motion.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Clint, do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Travis. How you vote, Clint?
Yes.
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 Yes. This is proposed executive session. Does anybody want to go into executive session? There's not much there. We're going to hire a long-term certified substitute. We're going to change the payment schedule on the extra duty assignment for one person. Is there any need to go into executive session?
I do not see any.
If not, we're going to go straight down to item 14, vote to employ or not employ the long-term certified substitute for 2017-18 school year. Do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Garrett, do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Travis. How you vote, Garrett?
Yes.
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 Vote to approve or not approve the extra duty assignment and payment schedule for 2017-18 school year. We have a motion.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Travis, we have a second.
Second.
Second by Garrett. How you vote, Travis?
Yes.
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 Discussion and possible action to approve a stipend for certified and/or support staff.
This is something that this school has given out to these teachers for several years. We're in good standing money-wise. It's always a little pet for those teachers to get a bonus and show that that we appreciate the job they do, because it's not an easy job. So
What do you recommend?
last year we handed out, or you guys handed out $2,500 for certified and $1,500 for support. I would like to at least keep that and not go any lower than that.
Any discussion? I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make that motion. Stay just like we were last year.
Okay, Travis made a motion,
Second.
second by Clint. I'll vote yes.
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 Is there any new business coming forward?
I have no new business.
If not, how do you vote to adjourn, Garrett?
Yes.
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 Adjourned.